Alrighty, hello everyone, Chief Weather Forecaster Becky Webb here. Apologize for a little bit of the issue, we are having some technical difficulties. Welcome to Highland Weather Live. It is currently Monday at 7 a.m. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here. We have a few things to get to, so let's go ahead and get started. With this latest look at the local weather headlines here as we continue. Clear conditions continue early this week. Fire weather concerns continue all the way into tomorrow, so make sure do not have any of those fires or anything like that. Don't start any fires. Showers return back into the forecast midweek. Cooler temperatures return late this week. We're waking up to some pretty cold temperatures here as we're waking up across much of our viewing area. We're in the lower 20s with sunny conditions. Winds are going to the southeast around 1 miles per hour. So make sure you get that jacket as you're walking out, going to school, going to work, because it's going to be awfully cold. But those temperatures will warm up throughout much of the morning this morning. We'll see temperatures warming up into the lower to mid to upper 40s around 12 p.m., warming into the lower 50s around 1 p.m. Those clear conditions just continuing throughout much of the morning here into the afternoon throughout much of the viewing area. Looking at today and tonight's forecast here. I'm sorry, I woke up from a deep sleep, so I'm not fully here. Sunny conditions today, highs in the mid to upper 50s. Tonight's forecast calls for increasing clouds, lows in the mid to upper 30s, right near the freezing mark, but increasing cloudiness is expected. Let's go ahead here and take a look at more of our graphics. Let's go ahead. I want to show you guys a little bit of the time lapse here of UNC Asheville downtown. We can see as we went through the morning yesterday, it was just nice all morning, all afternoon. It was just nice weather conditions. A few clouds popped up every now and then, but nothing too major. But definitely something to look forward to as we go throughout much of the day today. It's going to be the exact same as we're seeing here through this as well. Let's go ahead here and take a look. I want to talk about the why can't I find it whenever I'm on air? Whenever I am on air, I literally cannot find this specific graphic here, and I did just wake up. There it is. I just went right past it the entire time. I wanted to mention this here. These are the maximum wind gusts here over the next 24 hours. 41 miles per hour in Asheville, 38 miles per hour in Gatlinburg, 36 miles per hour in Andrews, 45 miles per hour in Boone, 35 miles per hour in Hickory, 39 miles per hour in Greenville, 31 miles per hour in Greenwood, and 40 miles per hour in Winston-Salem. So make sure you guys have any objects that you don't want blown about. Make sure you have those things all tied down throughout much of the day into this afternoon. As this windy conditions will return back into the forecast here today into tomorrow, and along with that, the main concern here is the minimum relative humidity. Here it is. The minimum relative humidity here. We're going to be in the lower teens in the mountains. 13% in Asheville, 15% down in Greenville, Spartanburg, 15% in Columbia, 16% in Charlotte, 18% in Gatlinburg, 16% in Andrews, and 20% in Boone. So out of all some not good conditions here, as we're going to continue throughout much of the day, just something to not look forward to throughout much of the day. Except for we're going to see some warmer temperatures here. Yesterday we only reached the mid to upper 40s with highs, but we're going to warm up a little bit into the mid to upper 50s. Today through much of the viewing area. 57 in Asheville, 59 in Greenville, Spartanburg, 60 in Anderson, 60 in Greenwood, 56 in Gatlinburg, 55 in Hickory, 50 in Boone, 57 in Charlotte, 61 in Columbia, 57 in Wadesboro, 54 in Winston-Salem, and 57 in Andrews. Looking at tonight's minimum temperatures here, it's going to be awfully cold. The return of cold conditions return back into the forecast today. 23 in Asheville, 19 in Boone, 26 in Hickory, 30 in Greenville, Spartanburg, 29 in Greenwood, 28 in Columbia, 28 in Gatlinburg, 29 in Andrews, 30 in Charlotte, 25 in Winston-Salem, and 23 in Mount Airy. So looking at overall across our viewing area, all of us will be below freezing tonight. So make sure you are prepared. If you're going out tonight to do anything, make sure you have that jacket, double layer jackets. But looking at tomorrow's maximum temperatures here, we're finally going to see a little bit of a warm up again in our upstate South Carolina counties. That's something to look forward to. In the top of 60s there in Greenville-Spartanburg, 65 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 67 in Anderson, 69 in Greenwood, 69 in Columbia, 59 in Asheville, 64 in Gatlinburg, 60 in Andrews, 50 in Boone, 61 in Winston-Salem, and 65 in Decoa. Looking at tomorrow's minimum temperatures here, 32 in Asheville, 35 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 34 in Anderson, 33 in Greenwood, 37 in Columbia, 36 in Gatlinburg, 37 in Andrews, 31 in Hickory, 31 in Boone, 35 in Charlotte, 32 in Wadesboro, and 36 in Athens. Now looking at our Wednesday forecast, those temperatures still remain overall cool in our western north, in our mountains areas. 59 in Asheville, 65 in Greenville-Spartanburg, 69 in Greenwood, 69 in Columbia, 64 in Gatlinburg, and 60 in Andrews. We've been overall dry throughout much of the past 24 hours here. We've not seen any precipitation. About maybe a little bit of a trace showed up here in the Asheville area, but overall we've remained calm. I wanted to go ahead here and take a look at the total monthly precipitation that we've had here overall through this month of February. We could see about 6 to 8 inches here that happened across much of our western North Carolina counties as we went towards upstate South Carolina. We could see about 4 to 6 inches of rainfall fell for the total monthly precipitation that has fallen here, and going up towards Gatlinburg, we could see a little bit more, about 6 to 10 inches fell in total throughout much of the day. Now I want to see here, is there anything else I want to mention here? As you can see, this is the SPC Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, and then this is tomorrow's storm prediction outlook. It's overall calm, but we're continuing to watch a threat on Wednesday for some severe weather across much of our viewing area here. It's too early to say, so we're not going to be mentioning it live here, but we'll continue to update you on that on the latest. Let's see. We're going to go to our before we go to our 7-day forecast here, we'll go full screen. Let's see. Before we go to our 7-day forecast here, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the containment of the wildfires that we are watching across Tryon and another one in Buncombe County as of this hour. Let's see. This is a problem with live. There we go. So here is the active wildfire here that we're continuing to watch in Tryon as of the hour that we're making this here at 7 a.m. The hour here that you're watching this live, 7 a.m. Those evacuation orders still remain throughout much of the Tryon area. You can see it has burned about 400 acres and is 0% contained. They've labeled it as a wildfire. So make sure, if you're in the Tryon area, Saluda area, make sure you're receiving word from your local officials and be prepared to evacuate if necessary. No new updates on that, but I just wanted to go ahead and bring up that and just talk about it. Now let's go ahead here and take a look at our 7-day forecast, fresh from the Highland Weather Center here. Monday through Tuesday, we can see calmer, dry conditions. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, warming up into the lower 60s around Tuesday, with lows in the mid to upper 30s, warming up into the lower 50s. On Tuesday, we see the return of showers again Wednesday, highs in the lower 60s, lows in the mid to lower 30s. Then we see the return of some snow showers popping in throughout much of the viewing area on Thursday, as it's too early. Our weather maps will not be showing that up yet. Thursday, we have a chance of snow, high of 39, low of 28, and we see the return of some warmer conditions. Sorry about that. Warmer conditions in the mid to upper 50s, warming into the lower to mid 50s on Sunday. Rain returns again into the forecast this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, with lows in the upper 20s warming into the lower to mid 40s. Alright everyone, I'm Chief Weather Forecaster Becky Webb here. Have a great rest of your Monday, and I will be back with a look at our Tuesday forecast. Forecaster Mason will be back at 12 p.m. with Highland Weather live at noon. Alright everyone, Highland Weather Now is up next.